Imagine spending 6 months learning cybersecurity, only to realize you studied everything except what employers were looking for. Every week, someone posts the same story online.
I learned Linux, I learned Python, I completed ethical hacking. I earned 2 certifications. I've applied to hundreds of jobs. So why won't anyone hire me? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most beginners don't fail because cybersecurity is too difficult.
They fail because nobody tells them the correct order to learn. They spend months climbing the wrong mountain.
In this video, I'll show you the exact roadmap I would follow if I had to start over today with zero IT experience. No degree, no coding background, no previous tech job.
And stay until the end because I'll also show you the first certification I'd recommend, and it's probably different from what you've been told.
Let's clear up one of the biggest misconceptions. Cybersecurity is not hacking. In fact, hacking is one of the last things you should learn. Think about it.
Would you teach someone to repair an airplane before they understand how one flies? Of course not.
Yet thousands of beginners open YouTube, search ethical hacking, download Kali Linux, and believe they're becoming cybersecurity professionals. They're skipping the foundation. Hackers don't attack magic. They attack operating systems, networks, applications, users. If you don't understand how those systems normally work, you'll spend your time memorizing commands instead of solving problems. And employers don't hire people who memorize commands. They hire people who understand systems. That's a huge difference. So where should you actually begin? Let's build the foundation first. Imagine someone handed you a locked safe, then asked you to protect it. Your first question would probably be, how does this safe work? Cybersecurity starts exactly the same way. Before protecting computers, you need to understand computers. Not every tiny technical detail, just enough to understand what's happening behind the screen. Start with the hardware. What does the CPU actually do? Why does RAM matter? What's the difference between memory and storage? What happens when you press the power button? Then move to software. What's an operating system? Why do applications need it? What are drivers? What are background services? Now open your own computer. Don't just watch videos. Explore it. Open Task Manager. Look at the list of running processes. You'll probably see over 100. Right now, they look like random names. But one day,
you'll investigate those same processes to determine whether a computer has been infected with malware. That's why fundamentals matter.
You're learning what normal looks like, because security is impossible if you don't know what's normal.
Next, learn how files work. Folders, permissions, extensions, hidden files. These don't sound exciting.
But attackers use them every single day. Malware hides inside files. Ransomware encrypts files. Attackers abuse permissions. The basics become your strongest advantage later.
And before we move on to networking, there's one operating system every beginner should spend time learning.
It's not because it looks cool. It's because much of the internet runs on it. That's Linux. Now that you understand the basics, let's talk about Linux. The moment beginners hear the word Linux, many panic. I've never used it. It looks complicated. What if I break something? Here's the good news. You don't need to become a Linux expert. You only need to become comfortable.
Think about learning to drive. You don't need to know how to rebuild the engine before getting behind the wheel. Linux is the same.
Start with a few simple commands. Learn how to move between folders, create a file, delete a file, copy a file, search for a file. That's enough to begin. Now, here's why Linux matters. A huge portion of websites, cloud platforms, web servers, containers, and cybersecurity tools run on Linux.
If Windows dominates office computers, Linux dominates much of the internet behind the scenes.
Understanding both operating systems gives you a huge advantage.
Because attackers don't care which operating system they're targeting. They care whether you understand it.
But here's the mistake I see all the time. People spend weeks memorizing Linux commands.
without understanding how computers even communicate. That's like memorizing traffic laws before learning what a road is. Before you learn security, you need to understand networks, because every cyber attack starts with communication.
Let's see what actually happens when you type a website into your browser. Let's do something most beginners never do. Imagine you open your browser and type in a website. It feels instant, but behind the scenes, dozens of things happen in seconds. First, your computer doesn't understand website names. It understands IP addresses. So your computer asks a service called DNS, where is this website? DNS responds with the correct IP address. Now your computer knows where to go.
Next, it opens a connection with the server. Information starts flowing. The server sends data back. Your browser turns that data into the web page you're looking at. Simple enough. Now here's the important part. Every single step in that journey can be attacked. Attackers can fake websites, intercept traffic, exploit vulnerable servers, steal credentials, redirect users. Cybersecurity exists because computers communicate. No communication? No cyber attacks. That's why networking isn't optional. It's the language of cybersecurity. Here's a question for you. If two computers are talking, how do they know which application should receive the data? The answer is something every cybersecurity professional understands, and that is ports.
To understand networking, you need to know about ports and protocols. Think of an IP address as an apartment building. The building gets your package to the correct location. But what about the apartment number? That's the port. Different applications listen on different ports. Websites commonly use HTTPS. Email uses different ports. File sharing uses others. Understanding ports helps you understand how services communicate.
Now you're ready to understand what cybersecurity professionals defend against. Many beginners start by downloading hacking tools and watching penetration testing videos. That's the wrong approach. Cybersecurity starts with understanding what you're protecting. Let's begin with malware. Malware is any software designed to cause harm. Some steal passwords, some spy on users, some encrypt files and demand payment. Others stay hidden while collecting data. Instead of memorizing malware types, ask one question. How did it get in? Every attack starts with an entry point. Sometimes it's outdated software. Sometimes it's a vulnerable server. Most often, it's a person. Many costly cyber attacks begin with someone clicking a fake email. That's phishing. The attacker doesn't hack the computer. The user unknowingly gives them access. Cybersecurity is about technology and human behavior. Strong passwords help. Multi-factor authentication adds another layer. Even if a password is stolen, attackers still need a second verification step. Every security control removes another opportunity for attackers. Now it's time to get hands-on. U-Certify hands-on labs allow you to work in simulated real-world environments where you can safely build and strengthen your cybersecurity skills. That's how real learning happens. Once you've built these skills, you're ready to think about your first certification. Start with CompTIA Security Plus or Cisco CCST Cybersecurity. These certifications build a strong foundation while you continue gaining practical experience. A structured learning path makes the journey easier. Start with cybersecurity fundamentals. Learn networking. Practice through labs, quizzes, and real-world exercises. Build skills step by step. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to the U-Certify channel for practical guides on cybersecurity, networking, cloud computing, AI, and IT certifications.